The World of Thunder iRacing League is set to roll on your home of sim racing, LSRTV, as it is the 1987 Cup Stock Cars on dirt. Tonight, Lernerville Speedway in Sarver, Pennsylvania, getting ready this evening for our coverage. Good evening, wherever you are across the country, the U.S. of A. I am Wesley Outland, joined alongside is nobody. I am solo tonight, but in the production chair is Charles Wooten. Charles Wooten will be manning the operations of the program for LSRTV. In addition to that, operating the direction of the race for the World of Thunder is Will Duvall. We welcome you again to Lernerville, virtual Lernerville Speedway, getting ready for what should be a quick night of racing. Only 13 drivers are signed in this evening for the street stocks here at Lernerville, or if you want to call them street stocks, they're actually the 1987 Ford Mustangs or Ford Thunderbird, excuse me, and the 1987 Chevrolet Monte Carlos. So practice is just about ready to wrap up. As a matter of fact, I think practice is about to conclude, and then we'll get ready for qualifying. Qualifying will then set the field for what looks to be two 8-lap heat races tonight, two 8-lap heat races, and then we have our field set for a 30-lap feature. So this should be a quick broadcast here tonight for those that are watching on your home for sim racing LSRTV, as well as for those on the World of Thunder iRacing League page as well. Again, this is the final World of Thunder competition from Lernerville. We kicked it off last Sunday night with 4 races with modifieds, pros, and super late models and 410 sprint cars at Lernerville. Then we had tonight's event going on here at Lernerville, where we have the 87 cars on dirt, and then coming on Sunday night, this upcoming Sunday for the World of Thunder iRacing League on Ultimate Dirt TV will be coverage from Falls, baby. Fairbury American Legion Speedway. It should be a good race for sure. Make sure you plan to join us around 5 p.m. Eastern Time as the coverage begins with myself, Chris Nunn, Stephen McMillian, Brett Wheeler, everybody there a part of the coverage for the World of Thunder iRacing League on Ultimate Dirt TV. But again, LSR TV ready to roll, and looks like there is just about 10 or less remaining in practice. Practice is about to officially conclude, and then when that begins, we'll have qualifying. Qualifying will then set the field for what will be the heat races, 2 heats, and then that 30-lap feature here tonight at the Lernerville Speedway. So again, looks like the checker flag is waving over the field. They're going to reset the servers and get ready for everybody to get set for qualifying now. Qualifying will last about 5 minutes or less. Drivers will put down their best lap of speed. Their best lap will then set the lineup for their feature, or for their heat race lineup here later on tonight. But again, as I said, we only have 2 heats. So basically, 1 heat will line up the inside row. The second heat will line up the outside row. There we see some of the cars on the racetrack. Chevrolet Monte Carlo number 17. And go on the clock. Coming up here next time around, we'll see what type of laps they turn. Track is very, very tacky tonight. Definitely a lot of water been put down. It's a tacky racing surface for sure. So, and I understand a lot of people say they like the track that way. As here comes that Chevrolet number 17 coming across the line. We'll see what times he turns here. That is Brett Rolls. And now we have actually Britton Mann going to the top of the board. Brett Rolls will fall to second. Michael Heinz, Donnie Fier, the top 5, as now Bryson Banks will go to the number 2 spot. Brent Fier will get that spot back, as now the number 78 machine is on the speedway, putting down his laps in qualifying. Qualifying should go back pretty quickly because we only have like 13 cars, so should be a fast session. Jeremy Capra to the top of the board now in his number 23 machine. There you see him right there. Chevrolet Monte Carlo up the back straightaway. And again, the unique thing about Lernerville is there is absolutely no wall going from turn 1 all the way to 3. And you can go off the racetrack, you can come back on. However, it was announced in the drivers' meeting on Sunday and throughout the week as well for tonight's event that if you go off the racing surface and you bonsai back onto the racetrack, and they consider that as a intentional move, that will be a penalty, and you will be penalized and parked for the remainder of the race if you are found to do that. So riding on board with Jeremy Katherine, as qualifying is about to come to a close here for these drivers. Look at the uniqueness of back of those 87 Cup cars. The dashboard, so different than the digital dashboards of today for the race cars. And look at also that fan blowing in the breeze there down below. And you got the red light showing the pressure gauges whenever they need to change gears and whatnot. Just some of the uniqueness that used to be done with the cars of the 80s back in the day. Definitely something different than the digital dashboards that we all have in today's racing world. With that being said, Jeremy Katherine looks like he'll be the fast qualifier, 19.096 seconds. And there he is one more time, just getting some practice laps, if you will, around the virtual Lernerville Speedway, going down the back straightaway as Katherine again fast man. Brent Fier second. Brent Fier turns to 19.219. James Grayson, the 269, is third with a 19.464. Jake Silva is fourth with a 19.582. And Britton Mann will be fifth overall with a 19.755. Then it's going to be James Rolls Depinet, if I'm saying his name correctly, Blake Depinet in the 13. And again, coming up on just about a minute and 18 seconds left to go in this qualifying run. Fast time set again by Jeremy Katherine. There's his car right there, the Dirt Vision Chevrolet Monte Carlo. About to go off racetrack, puts the right side of the car into the concrete, and he will call her quits. And that will officially, I believe, wrap up qualifying. Boy, I'll tell you what, for a long time, Don Martin's Lernerville Speedway, historic here in Sarver, Pennsylvania. Really cool that it's a part of the iRacing servers and for the dirt racing world on iRacing, and have had the privilege many times to go to Lernerville Speedway, and it looks exactly the way that it's pictured and blueprinted for the folks of the iRacing, with the laser disc making the track a part of the iRacing game. And there you see it, and it's got that big #1 Cochran Automotive scoreboard and all the cool things. And there's that scoring tower. There's the signing tower just off of, that's the same entrance where the drivers actually enter and exit off the racetrack. And by the way, they had a phenomenal World of Outlaws sprint car race last night at Lernerville. I mean, what a show they put on between Donnie Schatz and Brad Sweet and Kyle Larson. What a show it was for sure. But it's now time for virtual dirt track racing here at Lernerville on LSRTV. It's now time for your starting lineup here for heat race number 1. Heat race number 1, again, the number 23 is the fast qualifier, as Timothy Katherine will be the driver to lead him to the green flag. James Grace on the outside of Jeremy Katherine. Jeremy Katherine in 23, James Grace in the 269, row 1. Brittany Mann in the 9, and the 56 of Taylor James, row 2. Blake Depinet in the 13 from Ohio. That's where I'm going this weekend, as a matter of fact. I'll see everybody at Wayne County Speedway in Orville, Ohio this Saturday for Speed 51. Donnie Fier will be 6th in the field, along with Eric York in car number 89. So there's the lineup for the drivers as they get ready to circle around virtual Lernerville Speedway. 1 of 2, 8 laps. Everybody will transfer to the show here tonight at Lernerville on LSRTV. Jeremy Katherine ready to bring the field to the green flag. Peter, the pace truck driver, brings that truck on behind the way in the pit lane in 3. Here they come, exiting 4. Green in the air. We're underway from a blimp view at Lernerville. Heat 1 is green. Katherine on the jump, he'll pull away. Grace in the number 2 spot. There you see him pick to the outside, back down to the bottom of the racetrack. He'll now size up the machine of Britton Mann as those drivers final for position. Here they come off of turn number 4. Put 1 lap on the board, and Jeremy Katherine is the leader. Grace out in the number 2 position. You see him right now in that 269 machine trying to make something happen to close into the leader, but unfortunately Katherine is strong. Britton Mann there in the 3rd star. Everybody again will transfer to the show. The best thing that you do if you can't advance your position is at least try to salvage your car from getting wrecked or tore up, like what's happened to Eric York in 89. He goes off reservation, now comes back on the track limping. He'll continue on back to speed. The leaders are in turn 4 across the line now. This time by as they are about to overtake lap traffic. So many cars way off the pace, including Taylor James in 56, Blake Deppinett in 13, and Eric York we just saw in the 89, but a problem. But here comes now the man in the 2nd spot. There's James Grace as Donnie Fier has now moved to position number 3 for that spot. For some reason, Jeremy Katherine is not showing as the leader anymore. I don't know if that's a scorer's error or not, but it looks like actually James Grace is now the man out in front. Donnie Fier in 2nd. So something happened on the 23 that I wasn't called or aware of. So here we go. Laps winding down here, coming up on another lap, and it's still James tick off the board here as we're on lap 6 of 8. They're going to come to 2 to go next time around. Under 3 laps to go now. James Grace in the 269 leads the way. Powering to the inside comes Donnie Fier, trying to close in to make a move happen there on that machine. Off of turn 4, they come to the line, 2 to go. Grace out in front, Fier to the inside, trying to make a move on the bottom of the racetrack for that number 1 spot. Can't get him there. Gives him a little bump on the outside lane. Gets him up out of the groove. Fier will go to the bottom. He'll shoot to the gap. Off the inside. Drifts up in front of Grace. Grace backs her down. White flag in the air. They're door to door, side by side into heat 1. 1 lap to go. Donnie Fier is leading the way. James Grace now falling back to 2nd. Crossover move with the slider on the bottom and give it back to James Grace. Fier a little sideways. He tries to return to favor on the bottom of the racetrack. Will he get him? They're going to be at the line. Hold on. James Grace will get it done. Grace at the line. Almost. What a finish there over Donnie Fier. Britton Mann, top 3. Katherine, the fast qualifier, falls back to 4th. James, York, and Deppinett, the rundown. They will all go to the A-main later on tonight for the 30-lap feature. So there we go. Let's take a look at the unofficial results of heat race number 1 before we do officially make it completed. This will probably set up the inside lane for the race, and there is a look at your official results. James Grace is the winner in the 269, followed by Donnie Fier, Britton Mann, Jeremy Katherine, Taylor James, the top 5, Eric York, and Blake Deppinett, the rundown. 1 lap down for the 13 in heat race number 1. For the World of Thunder iRacing League, 87 Cup Stock cars on dirt on LSRTV. Let's give you your starting lineup now for heat race number 2. It'll be another 8-lap as it again will set the outside lane. The field is entering onto the racetrack, ready to go their competition. Again, it will be 8 laps the distance. As the field will take a couple laps behind the pace truck and get ready to turn them loose here for their event. The lineup is set. For some reason, I'm having a little trouble seeing it. It's very pixelated. My apologies on that. Looks like it's going to be Brent Fier on the pole in the 013. Jake Silva to his outside, the 013 and the 78. A little bit better now. Bryson Banks in the 00 will start 3rd. Brent Rolls will start 4th and 17, followed by Michael Heinz and Peter Gananis. Peter Gananis will finish in the 6th position. That's the lineup, race number 2. So that's the way they'll set them up. Peter, the pace truck driver, exits behind the track here at Lernerville. We're ready to go. A couple of drivers didn't ring the bell. Green in the air. We're underway in heat 2. You're on the way on LSRTV. Going to be a quick night for the World of Thunder. Back straight away, Brent Fier, the man leading the way. Jake Silva powering down to the inside. He'll look for that number 1 position on the bottom of the racetrack off turn 4, and they'll come across the line. put a lap on the board here. A little bump and banging off the back straightaway there between Rolls and the 3 of Heinz. Heinz gets a little bit loose. He's got to deal now with the Peter Gonatis car, the Mountain Dew throwback colors of the old Darrell Waltrip days. Off of turn number 3 and 4. Gonatis to the inside, makes the clear move on Heinz. One machine number to make the start. That's Bryson Banks out in the 0-0. Look out, 17 gets into the 2. Brett Rolls goes around, collects Gonatis, and the caution will come out. Let's take a look at our first LSRTV replay. So we're watching the 17. Brett Rolls making his way around. Loops it. The Tennessee native got plowed into by Peter Gonatis in the 2 machines. So there is the caution, and there is your replay of why we are under yellow flag here. Here's another look at another replay. Riding on board now, I believe, with the number 2 of Peter Gonatis. And Gonatis had nowhere to go. Slams the driver door of the 17 of Brett Rolls and sends him back rolling again. So there's your look at your replay as we are still under the yellow flag. Lap 4 of 8. We'll step away real quickly. Thank the sponsor. Back with more coverage on LSRTV and the World of Thunder when we come back.
ETE Reman is the world's best remanufacturer of transmissions for import and domestic cars and trucks. Based in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, our customers are repair shops, auto parts stores, dealerships, and distributors. And with 6 nationwide warehouses, we're where and when you need us. So when you're looking for a transmission that is like new, only better, instill confidence and install ETE Reman.
Here at Lernerville Speedway, World of Thunder iRacing League, 87 Cup stock cars on the dirt at Lernerville. Wesley Outland here with you in the director's seat is Charles Wooten. Lap 3 of 8 in heat number 2. First caution, had to thank Remanufacturing Transmissions ETE Reman. And now we got that out of the way. We're back in flagging for the continuation of heat race number 2. Look out, I think we got a couple of cars spun around. And there is a caution on the racetrack right after the restart. Holy cow. I think it's the 17 and the 2 again have got together. Might have been possibly the 3. And there it is right there. Cars going around. 17 does shades of what Gonatis did to him, getting to his driver door. He'll get into the driver door. Brett Rolls will into the number 3 machine. And number 3 behind the wall. Tough break there. I think that's Jake Silva, I believe it is. And that's Michael Heinz also involved. Michael Heinz and Brett Rolls having problems with their cars. And there's the cause of the caution here. So another caution in heat number 2, a clean and green heat number 1, but 2 yellow flags stopping the action here for heat race number 2. Here comes Brett Rolls back on race course. He'll come back on the track after having some type of repair or work done to his car. This is our final preliminary of the night before we get ready for our feature race. 30 laps of distance. Atari, yeah, those Atari Activision days. You remember those? Am I just unveiling how old I am? I used to play the Atari when I was a kid. Sorry. And Cody says I don't know what Atari is. So look up YouTube. Look up some of the old games on YouTube. You know, Pole Position, Pitfall, Tetris. You know, Hangman. Ready for the green flag. Pac-Man, green in the air. Ready for the restart in heat number 2. And Brent Fier to the outside lane. Here comes Jake Silva. Powering down to the bottom. He'll try to make a move on the inside. Michael Heinz with a problem. He goes to the pit side again. They go to the outside lane into turn number 3. Exiting 3 off of 4. Here comes the outside lane. Trying to open up for Silva. Silva will get the block thrown on him at the bottom by Brent Fier. Fier will close him up. Back to turn one. Fier back to the top shelf. To the inside. Jake Silva again to the bottom. They go to the back straightaway. No change in those positions now as they go to turn three. Silva back to the inside. Up racetrack is going to be a car. The number 3, Michael Heinz, looks like he exited the track, came back on the track and stalled. And that'll put us under yellow flag for the 3rd time. Play here. I think it's just plain as day. The number 3 just stalled on the race course, and that's why we're under caution. Under caution again. Big race coming up in October. Our race on Texas to the Lone Star 600. As we're under caution, here's more details about it. We'll be back with more coverage in the finale of Heat 2 in a moment on LSRTV.
They say everything is bigger. These guys down in Texas aren't messing around. This feature race will separate the boys from the men, the girls from the ladies. Can you handle racing 300 laps for $25,000? It's not as easy as you think. We don't stop to tow those too weak. We just push them out of the way. We don't run 20 laps. We run 300 each night. We don't care about what you and your boys have under the hood. Bring all you got. Don't be scared. Call my Cowboy Jack today to get signed up. It all goes down on October 2nd and 3rd in Mesquite, Texas, just outside of Dallas. Kenny Wallace is coming back this year to try again. You don't have excuses. Go to LoneStar600.com now.
Back to green flag of the final 2.5 laps, or a lap and a half of this race here, as it's Jake Silva going back to the lead, getting around Brett Fier. For how long, though? They come to the line. The white flag's in the air. One more lap to go in heat number 2. Down into turn 1 for the final time. Fier shoots up the racetrack. He'll get the spot back. But Jake Silva trying to prepare to make a move of the crossover on the bottom. Can he make the slider work on the inside? He'll close in, use the inside lane. Not going to make it work. Brent Fier, top shelf, will go to the checkered flag in heat race number 2. He'll start alongside your heat 1 winner. And there you go. Brent Fier gets it done. Jake Silva second. Rolls will finish third after the problems he had in his in heat number 2. He'll finish in third. And here is your results again. Brent Fier will transfer second spot going to Jake Silva. Brett Rolls is third. Peter Gonatis is in fourth. Michael Heinz is fifth. And Bryson Banks runs out. The rundown. The lap one for Heinz in 3. Banks 8 laps down in 00. And he unable to ring the bell and answer the call for his race. So that is going to wrap up all of the action for preliminaries. When we come back, it's 30 laps, the 30-lap feature on LSRTV. It's going to be a good one, 30 laps for the World of Thunder iRacing League cars on the dirt. Quick warm-up session. We'll come back for the starting lineup and then the 30-lap feature. All part of the World of Thunder iRacing League's Wednesday coverage on LSRTV, your home of sim racing. By the way, a quick reminder, this will be the final broadcast coverage this week on LSRTV. A lot of people taking off for the summer break. There will be no other coverage till Sunday night. And then Sunday night we will be with coverage of the Adrenaline iRacing League round number 4. Round 5, excuse me, round 5 will be at the Watkins Glen International Road Course Racing on Sunday night. That'll be at 6:30 Eastern Time on LSRTV. Monday night, a new debut. That is the new launch of the World of Thunder Monday Night Cup Series. The pavement program for the World of Thunder iRacing League. Join myself and Joe for coverage on Monday night beginning at, again, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. 8 p.m. Eastern will be the coverage of that event, and that will be from Charlotte. Yes, that will be a race from Charlotte on Monday night. Then Monday night, late night, the Northwestern Cup Series is back in action. I'll be on the pit lane with Justin Prince and Greg Rentz in the booth for coverage from Canadian Tire Motorsports Park for the Northwestern iRacing Cup Series. That will begin at 10:45 Eastern Time on LSRTV. And then Wednesday night, back here again with coverage of the World of Thunder iRacing League. Looks like right now it'll be at Fairbury American Legion Speedway Falls with these street stock cars, these 87 Cup style cars. And then next Thursday night, coverage from Canadian Tire Motorsports Park and Watkins Glen, as again on Thursday night it is the Next Gen Challenge Series. They'll be in action at again Watkins Glen on Thursday night for coverage of the Cup Series cars, and then the trucks of the Northwestern iRacing Truck Series will be at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park on 45 Eastern Time, late night. I'll be in the booth along with Greg Rentz. So I think that about covers it. The upcoming broadcast schedule for this after tonight and next week for your home of sim racing, LSRTV. Quick word from Bulletproof Tees, and we'll be ready to set the field for 30 laps here from Lernerville. Stick around. It's all on LSRTV, your home for sim racing.
We're based out of West Monroe, Louisiana. We do custom t-shirts, racing. We'll do any shirt. We'll do schools, churches, fundraisers. We do a ton of event shirts, as you can see on our board here, all around our banner. Personalized, I mean, we'll do anything. It doesn't matter to us. We got the custom rugs. We use all the, top quality shirts, inks and everything. Hoodies, hats. We do embroidered hats, embroidered shirts. Just you can call us for anything. We do offer the bag and fold to where you can receive them and they're already labeled and tagged and bagged, ready to give out to your customer and stuff. So you can just call us and just tell us, hey, this is what we're looking at doing. And if we're going to put the car on there, it is 125 quantity minimum. If it's without the car, it's 60 quantity minimum. That's strictly on the racing stuff. If it's a business or something, if you race on Texas shirts, it's a little bit differently. You can call us. It just depends on your quantity and ink color. Everything is hand drawn. I mean, everything. We don't Photoshop anything onto a shirt or anything like that. Everything that we go through, everything is drawn, and which is the reason for the art fees. We do have several graphic artists that draw for us, and they're really good. So what we do is on any package that you do, we can mix and match. We can do any colors. You can do purple, red, blue, green, and do the rest black. It doesn't matter to us. With your design on there, we can do hoodies. We can do hoodies, long sleeve shirts, t-shirts, tank tops. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's almost limitless what you can do, and you can put all that together in that package to make that minimum requirements. They can call us 318-278-7191, or they can email us at bulletprooftees@yahoo.com, or they can go to the website bulletprooftees.com.
It is A-main time here at Lernerville Speedway. It is almost time for the drivers to go dirty for 30 here for the 1987 Cup Series cars. Ford Thunderbirds and Chevrolet Monte Carlos, and back in 1987 here on LSR TV. I'm Wesley Outland, and the producer chair is Charles Wooten. Without further ado, let's give your official starting lineup for this race. Is again 30 laps is the distance. James Grace is on the pole in the 269 Heat 1 winner, and again Brent Fier, Heat 2 winner in the 013 will start second alongside Donnie Fier family right there out of the top 3. He'll start third in the 5. Nestled beside him is Jake Silva in 78. Row number 3 will be Britton Mann in the 9, followed by Brett Rolls in the 17 from Tennessee. Row number 4, Jeremy Katherine, fast qualifier, mired all the way back mid-pack in 23, and Peter Gonatis will start in the 8th position of the number 2. Row number 5, Taylor James in the 56, followed by Michael Heinz, as well as the rest of the lineup is set. 30 laps the distance as we get ready to go to racing here tonight from virtual Lernerville Speedway. Well, even though we only got 13 cars, we're going to give you the most beautiful sight in all the motorsports, the sound off, the salute that we always do at every World of Thunder broadcast, whether on Ultimate Dirt TV or LSR TV. Ready to get them into position? We'll get ready to get them into place. Here they all come. Gonna get them back in the file, and we'll be ready to go here. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I think they're well, come on, guys. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Before they pull the belts tight one more time, before they clear their visors of the clay and the grime, before they go out and battle side by side, we bring to you the excitement of the World of Thunder iRacing League 87 Cup Stock Cars. 4 wide, the high-octane, high-horsepower steel machines of pure power. This is the World of Thunder. Well, ladies and gentlemen, again, that is some of the famous words put together by Brandon Kurtz. I did not come up with that, but they always ask me to do that rendition for him as they're again doing the 4 wide. Salute to you, the fans, for those that are watching across the globe on LSR TV, the World of Thunder iRacing League, and also on YouTube. Don't forget to follow the World of Thunder iRacing League and all of the coverage that they provide, like Sunday night with the Grace Productions UMP Dirt Car Mods, the Next Level Pro Late Models, the DirtFan.com Super Late Models, and the Loud Pedal Production 410 Sprint Cars, the Monday Night Cup Series presented by World of Thunder, now on LSR TV next Monday night from Charlotte, and then from there, like this tonight, the Cup Series with the 87 Cup Super Stocks, if you will, on LSR TV. That's the World of Thunder. Check them out. World of Thunder iRacing League, Facebook, and again at LSR TV on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. The field is set. We're set for 30 laps here at Lernerville. Here they come. It's time to sling some dirt here. Lernerville coming around next time by. Gonna give them 1 to go. Oh, I got a little too excited. Now. We'll try to get this set up one more time, ladies and gentlemen. I jumped the gun myself. Here we go, down the back straightaway. The field is set, ready to go dirty for 30. As they roll into turn number 3, ready with that beautiful kaleidoscope of colors. Nostalgia, if you will, the 87 Cup Stock Cars. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to sling some dirt at Lernerville, or will we? Caution's out. False alarm. Car going around. Replay coming up. So a replay. All right, they're going to go all the way to the back stretch and show you how it all come unglued. I think it was just a 1-car spin. Maybe somebody got a little spinning and grinning and willing and dilling and a little too early. Woo! Look at that. That's Fier. Man, excuse me. I'm coming to the infield. Wow. Shades of what Quinn Hoff done to the Cup Series race at Texas, where everybody's like just totally thinks he's the nemesis of the NASCAR world now. Kind of like what Fier just did, just shot down right in front of everybody. Little problem there. Now, should get a mulligan. Everybody should get their spot back. And we will try this again because no laps were completed. Now, the only way Fier will lose his starting spot is if actually he, well, looks like he's going to be penalized or he went to the pits. So he goes to the tail of the field here. So we'll try this one more time, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, ready for the second attempt. The pace truck is in. We're ready. Off of turn 4 here at Lernerville. It's time to sling some dirt. Couple of laps underway, and we are under green flag conditions. We hope you've enjoyed that slinging dirt sound off. Some of the new things we'll have slinging dirt for the dirt coverage of World of Thunder and also on LSRTV. And kicking the asphalt will be our new sound off for the pavement racing broadcast that we have going on beginning, of course, next week with Sunday's event. Couple of cars have tangled together. Caution will come out. Peter Gonatis, Brett Rolls, couple other cars scampering along, and the yellow flag will come out now for the first time officially in the race with laps completed, second time overall. Let's see where it all came unglued. Brett Rolls got tagged and slammed into the left rear, and then a man got in a sandwich there, along with the 89 of Jake Silva and the 2 of Peter Gonatis. So there you go. That's why we're under yellow flag for the first time here in the race. 30 laps the distance, under caution. So Fier, who gave us a scare earlier, has had to go to the back. He's in 10th now. Peter Gonatis behind the wall. Banks is out, and so is Taylor James. They were unable to start. So it looks like we only got actually about 11 or 12 cars, just 11 to start the race. A tough break there for Brett Rolls and Peter Gonatis, and also Eric York. I think I said it was Jake Silva. My apologies. It was actually Eric York in the 89 car that got collected in that accident. Those are your 3 cars in positions number 8, 9th, 10th, and 11th, without the exception of Brent Fier. So again, those drivers involved, and we'll get ready to set them up for the restart. Lights are going off for the pace truck. We should be able to go back to green here next time by. 30 laps. 30 for 30, 30 laps around Lernerville Speedway. And again, as I said, man, if you love Lernerville, you love these cars, wait till they go to Falls next Thursday night. Thursday night coverage, 10:45 Eastern Time on LSRTV with the 87 Cup stock cars on dirt at Falls, Fairbury American Legion Speedway. Back to green here at Lernerville. Look at that shot alongside the leader, Donnie Fier, Jake Silva. They battle for the point. Fast qualifier, Jeremy Katherine behind him in 23. And look at Donnie Fier. Will not be denied. He'll go to the point, to the back straightaway. Everyone riding the top shelf. Off in the fluff out of turn number 3 and 4. Getting up through that grime as they'll make their way off the corner. Silva down to the inside. Getting some company now. That's going to be Jeremy Katherine trying to size him up. You're on board now with Katherine, the fast qualifier of the night. Looking to size up Silva for the 2-6 spot. They go to the back straightaway. Look at the graphics of just the way the particles are flying through the air. So many cool graphics that are going on. Silva gets some company on the inside. Here comes Jake Silva, and now Jeremy Katherine trying to pull to the bottom, making a move there. Got to the driver door. Can get there in time. He'll pull them off there. Back stretch going to 3. 12. This is it. 30 laps to distance. The main event here tonight. Donnie Fier leads the way. Here comes a little bunt there in the left rear, the third of the second spot. That's Silva. He's in P2. Katherine trying to get around him in his Chevrolet. He goes up the racetrack. Donnie Fier leading, pulling away almost a second and a half over the pack. Look at this battle going on almost for 3 wide. 89, Eric York, Britt Roll, 17. The 2, Gonatis, he's a lap down. along with Eric York. And look out, trouble. York to the bottom. 17 and 2 have crashed. 3 and 2 have crashed. That's Michael Heinz in the 3, Peter Gonatis in the 2, and no caution. No caution, no caution. Battle for the lead. Going on again on a turn number 2. Turn 4, correction. And this is actually for second spot as this continues hot and heavy. Donnie Fier now opens up a 2-second lead over Jeremy Katherine, who finally clears Jake Silva for P2. Silva falls back to 3rd. James Grace, we ain't mentioned him much right now, patiently lying in the weeds, sitting in the number 5 position is Brittany Mann. So those drivers 4th and 5th, and the man that is at the top of the board, the litter of the field, so to speak, topping it all is Donnie Fier in that number 5 machine. Charles Wood, that was for you. Meow. Outside lane, here he comes. Donnie Fier leading the way as they'll come off of turn number 4. The caution's out. Just getting ready to put Conatus a lap down, and the yellow flag will fly. Ricky Bobby went to go to the store and get some milk to go with that Wonder Bread. And just simply made a wrong turn. By the way, that is not Ricky Bobby in that car. Oh, the 26 machine there. Going to put this under yellow flag. Hey, I got to give him props, though. He didn't go off the track. He literally, turned back into the infield. So, I mean, got to give him props for that. Ready to go back for the restart here. Was that Blake Deppinett in the 13, but he's actually in the 26? Yes, it was. Okay. All right. Cool deal. That broadcast school cheat notes paid off. If you're joining us, some of the numbers on top of the cars do not match what the scoring telemetry shows. It has their names, but some of these drivers have the option of changing their wraps and their numbers, and that's why you see what you're seeing. Kind of like Donnie Fier. It says he's in a 5, but he's actually in a special kind of retro throwback green car. Jeremy Katherine on the 23. He's in a 23. 269 of Jake is James Grace. He's in a Silva's in a 78 car. Brett Rolls is in a 17 car, and we're ready to go back to green here at Lernerville. Inside, Katherine looking for the lead on Fier Alpha 2. Turn 2 back straight away. There's Silva. He's got Grace to his outside. 2 by 2, like leading the animals to the arc, as my colleague and friend Dustin Jarrett always says. As they come off the corner, look out. Grace goes around. Fier goes around. He gets tangled, smacks and hits the wall. Up to the outside in turn number 4. Caution out again. Here's your replay. So there is your calls of the caution. Tough break for Donnie Fier, who had such a good run going for him. Here's a look on one more time. Just simply going up and off the racetrack. Wow. So we're under caution, cleanup ongoing. We'll be back with more coverage after another round of commercials. Your coverage rolls on your home of sim racing, LSRTV. This is the World of Thunder from Lernerville. Ready to come back for the restart here at Lernerville, with Jeremy Katherine out in front now. Fast qualifier, struggled in heat 1, had to mire in the back for a finishing 6th, but now he's back in P1. Green flag back in the air. This is halfway this time by. Katherine leading the way as here they come down the back stretch. This time around it'll be halfway home in this 30-lap feature. Watch it roar back to turn 1. Katherine out in front. Grace has now moved to second. Jake Silva to third. And there, look at Brent Fier. Brent Fier spun on the original start, had to go to the field, and now he has rallied all the way back inside the top 5. And so is Brett Rolls. Brett Rolls now sitting in the 5th position. What a good run for the Tennessee native a couple of weeks ago, winning the Monday Night Cup Series, World of Thunder Series on Monday night at Daytona. Silver turns, hold on. Fishtails overcorrects, saves it, keeps it going, will stay green. Right in front of Blake Deppinett. The Wonder Bread car has now moved back to the top 5 in his machine. And this race continues on. Look at Deppinett with a problem, going off track. Or will he save it? Here he comes. Yes, he will. We'll stay at the green flag as the rest of the field roars with those awesome I keep saying street stock cars because they remind me so much of the street stock cars of today, what the 87 Cup cars were back in the day for the Thunderbirds and the Monte Carlos, because you actually see them in a lot of super stock races now. Street stock races, if you will. Off the racetrack is Peter Gonatis in the Mountain Dew number 2 machine. He'll come back on track. Kind of reminds me back of the 80s of Darrell Waltrip in the Mountain Dew car and Earnhardt Sr. in the regular car, battling for the leads at the old racetracks back in the day. Kind of like what happened at Richmond Fairgrounds Speedway or Martinsville or Charlotte, if you will. The battles that Waltrip and Earnhardt had, legendary in the old NASCAR 80s, 90s season. Jeremy Katherine leading the way. Hey, there he goes off turn 4. He'll come to the line and closing in on 10 laps to go here at Lernerville. After about a stretch of 3 cautions, now we're in a good green flag run. Everyone now waiting to see what goes on as here comes the field, making their way off of turn number 4. This time by to the start-finish line, and there comes the 10 laps remaining. 10 to go for the driver, Jeremy Katherine. Hey, real quickly, Charles Wood, won't you show them on World of Thunder our new graphics as we have a caution on the speedway? Ease the people real quickly after we have this caution and show the new graphics outline that I was unveiled the other night. Thought it was pretty cool. Problems there for Peter Gonatis in the 2 car. And the yellow flag will come out. By the way, that's a real country station. I used to do voiceover work for the Renegades of Dirt and for Dirt Car Racing for their Lernerville race promos, and actually used to send voice tracks to that radio station right there. So. Oh, that's fine. Just show it real quickly. I'll let everybody know that we had the Adrenaline logo from the previous broadcast, but I do want to show everybody just some of the cool things that we have been working on. So you're going to see the Adrenaline iRacing League logo, which is actually a Sunday night series, but this is one of the new graphics that they have been working on with Charles Wooten, Will Duvall, and everybody that is involved with the World of Thunder and for LSRTV. And just one of the cool graphics there. So if you want to comment or like, share, hey, look at this cool stuff. So there you go. Why'd you take it away? Was talking all good about it. You're going to take it away from me. 26 of 35, 9 to go here at Lernerville. Do what? Oh, well, I want it back. I kind of got all the names now. You know, come on. Let's show everybody kind of how it's done. He's like, he took it away. He took it away. Talking to my producer, people, if you don't know. It's like, we are live, but I am talking to the producer at the same time. I don't want people to think I've lost my head talking crazy. There's Brett Rolls in the 17 machine behind the number 3 of Michael Heinz. As this race continues along. 9 laps to go here at Lernerville. Coming up, it'll be the Clan Wars Servers post-race wrap-up report. Clan Wars Servers, the official communication partner of LSRTV, back for green with now 8 laps to go. Katherine on the jump, Grace to second. Here comes Fier, 3-1 in the middle of the racetrack, like a hot knife through butter. Slicing the bread in half. Fier gets him and the caution comes out again. And here's a look wide. Going 3 wide there for a second. And here's the reason, the 9 and the 3 tangle. That's Heinz in the 3. The 9 is Britton Mann. What a tough break for those 2 cars. They were at one time both in the top 5, and that's why we're under yellow flag here. Another caution, setting up for a shootout. Jeremy Katherine, the man out in front, leading the way in the 23 machine. He was fast qualifier. Got a little tangled up in heat 1. Looked like he had some handling issues. Got mired in the back. Had to finish mid-pack to about 6th. And then he had to start mid-pack in the race. And from there on, he has rallied back up to the front in that number 23 car. Jeremy Katherine, ready to bring this one to the finish here. Lights are off of the pace truck. We'll get ready for another shootout. Another restart here. Chance to end things here at Lernerville. Getting ready for Falls next Wednesday night. Jeremy Katherine. Pierre is back in 3rd behind James Grace in 2nd. Back to green. What a jump on a start. What an opportunity for Jeremy Katherine to pull away from the pack. Inside for 2nd. Look at Silva on the bottom. What a move there for a 2nd. Silva trying to thread the needle, if you will. They'll make their way off the corner. Look out, trouble, up and over, flipping through the air, Donnie Fier in the 5 car, gets into rolls, gets into Eric York, and the caution's out. The big one here with under 5 to go at Lernerville. Donnie Fier upside down, wow. Under yellow flag. What a tough break, man, for that number 5 machine. Donnie Fier was rallying, coming back through the field, and gets collected in a melee. A couple other cars collected as well, including York in 89. 17 of Brett Rolls. And that's why we're under caution. The big one here at Lernerville. Let's take a look at it one more time. Another replay. Wonder if we can ride on board with Brett Fier and his car flying through the air. And I got a feeling he is probably going to be done for Brent Fier there. And this is Donnie Fier riding on board where it all come unglued. Fier's car, watch this. Contact in the rolls and up and over. 3 or 4 revolutions upside down, landed sideways on his lid, on his door. Wheel still spinning and grinning. And a tough break there for Fier. I think he's out of it. Cool thing about it is this is just virtual esports. Hit the escape key, call it a day, go back and race on another event. So he's out. We're trying to finish this thing here at Lernerville. Back to green. Jeremy Katherine has pulled away. Going off track, look out! Fier's other family member goes up and over. Donnie Fier, now Brent Fier going upside down, and the Atari car goes old school. Caution. Holy smokes, there is no caution. We stay green. Jeremy Katherine continuing along, leading. And now, James Grace the second. Wondering when we're going to throw yellow. Now we are under caution. Let's look at this replay. Find out why. I wonder if it was because of Fierre's car. Brent Fierre, Donnie Fierre, both flying this week. Yeah, there he is. He stalled up on the racetrack and couldn't get going again, I guess. They throw the yellow for him. So, tough break. Oh, he got hit into by Brett Rose going upside down. That's why we went under yellow. Here's your real replay. Brent Fierre, watch this. Wow, got off back on track, slammed into Gonatis, slammed into Brett Rolls, and Rolls got upside down in turn 2, and that's the reason why we're under caution. Can we show the first flip for the 013 of Brent Fierre? Donnie Fierre crashed on the front straightaway before then, the green 5, and now Brent Fierre in the 013. His family member crashed and flips in turn 1. And this is where it all started. If we can show the replay here at LSRTV replay of where, well, I think we're going to go back to green here. Actually, I don't think we're going to show it. Gotcha. They're saying they did not score that as a wreck, so therefore it did not, it scored the second one with Rolls and Gonatis with Fierre as the wreck. So tough break there. And there goes Donnie Fierre. He continues along. We're ready to settle this thing here at Lernerville. My goodness. A 3-lap shootout coming up. Green back in the air. And there goes Jeremy Katherine pulling away door to door. There goes Grayson Silva fighting for second spot. Grace will clear him on the outside lane. The blacktop settling in. Here comes Jeremy Katherine off turn 4 to the line. 2 to go. 2 remaining here at Lernerville in what has been a wild caution-filled event with only 13 cars. Those spills, wrecks, flips, and more. And good racing to boot. Virtual esports coverage on LSRTV. Jeremy Katherine off the shelf, off turn 4 in the fluff. He'll come to the line. White flag in the air. 1 more lap to go. One more time around for the driver of the 28 machine. 2 to go. 2 to go for Katherine. This time around, he'll come for the white flag. Katherine still pulling away from everybody as he goes to the outside lane. No contestants whatsoever. 1 more lap to go at Lernerville. Jeremy Katherine, top side of the racetrack. Nobody can catch him. It is his race to lose. Fast qualifier, struggle in his heat, started mid-pack, rallied, got back to the lead, and look out, the Chevrolet 23 is Jeremy Katherine winning here at Lernerville for the World of Thunder tonight. Second spot's going to go to James Grace, I'm sorry. Third will go to Silva. Jeremy Katherine, James Grace, Jake Silva. Your top 3, man, York top 5. York had problems. He came back, got a good finish. So it's JC over JG and JS, top 3 here at Lernerville. What a good job when it's all said and done. A big win there for Jeremy Katherine. Second and third, James Grace, Jake Silva right there alongside. There they are getting into formation. And before we talk to them, take a look at your official results here tonight at Lernerville. In victory lane, the 23, Jeremy Katherine. He's your winner. Almost 1.4 seconds back to James Grace. What a strong car. Silva will settle for third. You see why I said JC, JG, JS. All drivers starting with J for their first name, and then it's all said and done. Britton Mann will finish in 4th. Eric York, the top 5. Heinz, Fierre, Gonatis, Rolls, Fierre, top 10. Deputy, James, and Banks, the full field rundown here tonight at Lernerville for the World of Thunder 87 street stock cars here on LSR TV. When we come back, it will be the Clan War Servers post-race wrap-up. Clan War Servers is the official telecommunications provider of LSR TV. Back with more in a moment from Lernerville on your home for sim racing. Jeremy Katherine winning here tonight. Welcome back to Lernerville Speedway. It's time for the Clan Wars Servers race wrap up. I'm Wesley Outland. I'm solo tonight on LSRTV, your home for sim racing. Hey, if you thought Lernerville was a wild race tonight with the 87 Cup Stock Series machines, wait till next Wednesday where we're at Fairbury American Legion Speedway, and it all kicks off on Sunday with coverage of the modifieds, the supers, the late models, and the 410 sprint cars from Falls. Coverage on Ultimate Dirt TV with the World of Thunder. Joining us now, our top three finishers. We're going to talk to the winner first, Jeremy Katherine. Jeremy, what a phenomenal job, man. Now, you set fast time. You had problems in the heat race, mired you back. What changes did you make to redeem yourself and get the win here tonight?
I just didn't I tried not to overdrive it. Is my mic working?
Yes.
There we go. No, especially as the race went on, man, the car just kept getting, like, if I didn't hit an entry just right, it was like hell to get it through the corner. Like the heat race, I tried to hit the brakes, man, if I hit the brakes, it shot me straight off the track, and these things are a trick, man.
Outstanding performance, surviving the wild events at Lernerville for sure. That is such a unique racetrack in itself. How do you negotiate riding the edge, riding the top shelf, and not going off race course in the process?
I was kind of figuring it out. It's kind of like you just kind of throw it in there and hope it sticks. And sometimes you see that edge coming, and there's really not much you can do if you hit it too hard. I mean, you're done. And yeah, it's a lot of throttle control and just getting used to how it handles.
Well, a good win for you, bud. Congratulations. We definitely do appreciate it. That's the driver of Jeremy Katherine, of the number 23, getting it done. Hit place, James Grace. James, man, I've done a lot of esports races in the last month or so, and your name's been in there, and sometimes you struggle. Tonight, things went good for the 269. Second place, what's your take on tonight at Lernerville?
You know, it definitely was a fun race. That track is really tricky to drive. These cars are a handful for sure. My arms, even after a 30-lap race, are pretty sore from them. Yeah, I do a pretty full schedule with the World of Thunder. I run their Wednesday night series and their Sunday night series, so I'm pretty well hooked up with these guys.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I know Lernerville is a unique racetrack, but how excited are you guys ready to go to Falls next Sunday?
I am not excited about Falls at all. That is one of the tracks I do not look forward to. I would rather run USA or Williams Grove over Falls.
I got you. Well, it sounds like you got quite an audience behind you. They've been cheering and rooting you on the whole race, right?
Yeah, I believe so. I haven't had a chance to check out, see who made it up into the stands tonight, but sounds like the little one behind me is pretty upset and ready to go to bed.
I heard that, bud. Well, congrats on a second place.
Thanks, man. Have a good
finish
evening.
for you. Problem. That's the 269 of James Grace again. As he said, looking forward tonight for Lernerville second. Not looking forward to Falls Fairbury American Legion Speedway on Sunday. Again, we mentioned all four of those great races. Coverage beginning at 5 p.m. Eastern on the Ultimate Dirt TV. And again, next Wednesday night, right here, Fairbury on LSRTV for the 87 Cup Stock Cars. Finally, third place, Jake Silva in the 78 machine. Jake, what's your take of the race? And you were right there battling along with Katherine, and there were times you were right with the driver of Grace, and you settled for a podium.
Well, I mean, it was one hell of a race. I had a lot of fun. I spun off once off the track, but other than that, I mean, I was able to rebound really, really good and kind of working my way through traffic. I wish we did have a little bit longer of a run towards the end there, though. I feel like I would have been able to put up a little more of a fight for second, but I had nothing for him towards the end with those short runs.
Yeah, it seems like, your car really started to come to you in like a long green flag period, like maybe 5 laps or more. But it seemed like right after halfway, we were mired by green caution. Would you say that's the way that car felt?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't as much the car. The car was fine. It was just me as a driver. I'm better when I get in my rhythm and I'm able to set consistent laps. And once I get in that place, I'm able to kind of gain spots. And that's how I was in the heat race. That's where I was really struggling. Was we didn't have any green flag runs, and it was just, you had to be on top of it on the restart, and you can't do anything on the restart unless you're on the outside. And with them having the leader be able to choose the line, it was impossible.
Gotcha, for sure. Well, Bud, we definitely appreciate you joining us. Third place, go get them at Fairbury next week.
Yep, thank you.
All right, that's the driver, Jake Silva, 78 machine. He'll finish in the top 3. Again, James Gray second on 269, and Jeremy Katherine, the big winner, in the number 23. That wraps up the Clan War Service post-race wrap-up. Clan War Service, the official telecommunications provider of LSRTV. And that's going to wrap up things here tonight from Lernerville, and that'll wrap up our coverage on LSRTV broadcast for this week. We'll be off for the rest of the week for a summer break. Join us again Sunday night for coverage of Round 5 of the Adrenaline iRacing League Cup Series as we take on the road courses of Watkins Glen. Then, on Monday night, it is again the new Monday Night Cup Series presented by the World of Thunder, as LSRTV, your home for sim racing, will be in the broadcast coverage for that. Join myself and Joe Panino beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern from Charlotte on Monday. Then, Canadian Tire Motorsports Park for the Northwest iRacing Cup Series on Monday. And again, coverage on Wednesday night for our next broadcast for the World of Thunder 87 Cup cars from Fairbury. And don't forget again, Fairbury, 4 races in one night this upcoming Sunday. Join myself, Brett Wheeler, Steve McMillian, and all the great folks on Ultimate Dirt TV for the coverage. Thanks again to the World of Thunder sanctioning this event. That's all put on by Mr. Sizemore, Mr. McMillian, and Mr. Duvall. For Charles Wooten, I'm Wesley Outland, and to Jeremy Katherine, winner tonight at Lernerville. God bless you all, and please keep on praying for our country.
This broadcast is the copyrighted work of LSRTV and may not be rebroadcast, retranslated, or used in any form without the express written consent of 52 Media LLC and iRacing.com Motorsports Simulations. LSRTV would like to thank you for your support, and we hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast.